If the alien bugs were the enemies of humanity, then time itself has been the silent enemy of the Starship Troopers cast. One by one, they quietly departed, facing the brutal challenges of real life. Some were lost to sudden accidents, others battled illness to their final breath. In the end, what truly happened after the lights of the set went out? Let us uncover the truth and pay tribute to the warriors who live on in the memory of audiences. Rue McClanahan as biology teacher. Eddie Rue McClanahan was born on February 21, 1934, in Healdton,
Achievement. I'm afraid it just isn't true.
Oklahoma. When she appeared in Starship Troopers in 1997, she was 63 years old and had a brief cameo as a biology teacher. But it was this short role that helped establish the futuristic world where humans fight against giant alien bugs. In just one scene, her commanding voice and sharp teaching demeanor left an unforgettable impression on science fiction fans. Rue McClanahan passed away on June 3, 2010, at the age of 76, at New York Presbyterian Hospital after suffering a brain hemorrhage. Prior to that, she had successfully battled breast cancer in 1997, the same year as Starship Troopers, and underwent major heart surgery at the end of 2009. Her net worth at the time of her death was estimated to be around $5 million, largely due to her phenomenal success in the role of Blanche Devereaux in the TV series The Golden Girls, for which she won an Emmy Award in 1987. Rue's acting career extended far beyond the screen, spanning from Broadway stages to animated television, leaving a lasting legacy in nearly 50 years of artistic dedication. But if art was her fuel, then love was Rue's challenge. 6 marriages, 1 son, and a series of emotionally intense relationships turned her private life into a magnet for media attention. After years of living in Los Angeles, she permanently relocated to New York in 1994, where she lived quietly until her death. Despite that, Rue remained vocal about the causes she believed in: animal rights, LGBTQ+ rights, and freedom of expression. In her later years, she appeared in Sordid Lives, 2008, and starred in the stage production of Wicked, proving that her devotion never waned. A life full of ups and downs, Rue McClanahan left the world the way she lived: brilliant, decisive, and never ordinary. Denise Dowse as Sky Marshal Meru. Denise Yvonne Dowse was born on February 21, 1958, in Honolulu, Hawaii. When she appeared in Starship Troopers 2, Hero of the Federation in 2004, she was 46 years old and portrayed Sky Marshal Meru, the supreme leader of the federal forces in the war against the alien arachnids. Although the sequel received less attention than the iconic original, Denise's character was a standout. Strong, assertive, radiating authority in every word and strategic command. It was a role not large in screen time but rich in cinematic weight, just like the lasting impression Denise always left. On August 13, 2022, Denise Dowse passed away at the age of 64 after falling into a coma caused by bacterial meningitis, a rare but extremely dangerous disease. Her death shocked colleagues and fans alike, especially as she had just completed her directorial debut. Remember Me, the Mahalia Jackson story, a heartfelt project released in April of the same year. With a net worth estimated at around $2 million, largely earned from hundreds of roles in film and television such as Beverly Hills, 90210, Coach Carter, Ray, and Insecure, she lived a steady, devoted life as an artist. Beyond acting, she also taught and actively participated in programs supporting arts and community education. Denise Dowse chose not to marry and had no children. She embodied the essence of a pure actor, living for the craft, quietly and honorably. She appeared in many well-known TV series like The Guardian and Grey's Anatomy, where she consistently portrayed authoritative, deep, and trustworthy characters, true reflections of who she was in real life. Even as her health declined in her final years, She remained tirelessly creative until the very end. Denise departed with much left unfinished, but the legacy she left behind, a repertoire of powerful roles and the utmost respect from the industry, solidifies her name as an irreplaceable example of a quiet but shining artist. Ed Lauter, as General Jack Gordon Shepard. Edward Matthew Lauter, Jr. was born on October 30th, 1938, in Long Beach, New York. At age 65, he appeared in Starship Troopers 2, Hero of the Federation, 2004, as General Jack Gordon Shepard, a commanding officer of the mobile infantry trapped on a desolate planet swarming with arachnids. With a stern gaze and an authoritative voice, Ed Lauter breathed life into the character, embodying unwavering resolve amid a blood-soaked battlefield, even though the film received heavy criticism for its quality. While not a lead role, he still stood out, just as he had in over 200 roles throughout his prolific career. Ed Lauter passed away on October 16, 2013, just 2 weeks before his 75th birthday, after being diagnosed with mesothelioma, a rare and deadly cancer caused by asbestos exposure. The tragedy deepened when his family filed lawsuits against several studios and production companies, alleging he had been exposed to asbestos on set during his long career. At the time of his death, his net worth was estimated at around $3 million, built from a steady stream of outstanding supporting roles in films such as The Longest Yard, Family Plot, True Romance, ER, and The Artist, which won the Oscar for Best Picture in 2011. Lauter's personal life rarely made headlines. He married 5 times and had 4 children. Both his career and relationships were marked by diversity, glory laced with solitude, success paired with quiet sacrifice. He once shared, "People say, 'I know you, but they don't remember my name.' And that said it all." His legacy now lives on through the Ed Lauter Foundation, created to support the next generation of actors, those who may one day hear audiences say, "I know you, and I remember your name." R. Lee Ermey, as voice of commanding officer. Ronald Lee Ermey was born on March 24, 1944, in Emporia, Kansas. He took on the role of the voice of the commanding officer in Starship Troopers, 1997, when he was 53 years old. Though he appeared only through voice, his portrayal of a stern, imposing, and no-nonsense training officer made a lasting impression. Ermey's unmistakable voice didn't just issue commands. It carried the weight of a man who had truly lived the military life. Ermey passed away on April 15, 2018, in California at the age of 74 due to complications from pneumonia. A former U.S. Marine who served 2 tours and fought in Vietnam, he began his acting career relatively late, but quickly made his mark with the iconic role of Gunnery Sergeant Hartman in Full Metal Jacket, 1987, a largely improvised performance drawn from his real-life military background. At the time of his passing, his net worth was estimated at around $12 million, accumulated from numerous film and TV roles, and especially from voice acting, where he became a legend, from Toy Story to Call of Duty. Although he was best known for portraying gruff military figures, R. Lee Ermey was, in real life, humorous, friendly, and deeply devoted to the veteran community. Married to his wife Neela since 1975, he had 4 children and maintained a quiet and peaceful family life. Beyond Full Metal Jacket, he made his mark in Mississippi Burning, 1988, 1995, and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, 2003. But no matter the project, the moment his voice rang out, firm, crisp, and commanding, audiences instantly recognized. That was R. Lee Ermey, the eternal commanding officer of Hollywood. Greg Travis as net correspondent. Greg Travis was born on July 31, 1958, in Dallas, Texas. In
He knows exactly when the invasion of Klendathu will occur, but everyone's talking.
1997, when he was 39 years old, he appeared in Starship Troopers as the net correspondent, the Federal Network's reporter, featured in propaganda segments intercut throughout the main storyline. Though his screen time was brief, his performance left a strong impression thanks to his repeated line, "Would you like to know more?" A symbol of the film's sharp irony and cold tone. Greg Travis passed away on February 3, 2024, at the age of 65, due to a sudden heart attack. His passing deeply saddened the comedy community in Los Angeles, where he had been a familiar face on stages such as the Improv and Comedy Store. With an estimated net worth of around $1 million, he earned a living mostly through supporting roles in films like Showgirls and Watchmen, where he portrayed Andy Warhol, along with numerous comedy sketches and independent projects. Travis never publicly married and rarely shared about his private life, but he always maintained a close relationship with his sister, actress Stacey Travis. One of his other beloved roles was Phil Newkirk in Showgirls, 1995, followed by memorable appearances in Man on the Moon, 1999, and Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. In his later years, despite declining health, he continued to write scripts, direct web series like Drama Kings, and create socially satirical short films. Additionally, Travis collaborated with renowned directors such as Paul Verhoeven, David Lynch, and Milos Forman, showcasing his versatility between film and stage acting. He was also a quietly talented director, with films like Dark Seduction and Night Creep bearing his distinct creative mark. To the artistic community, Greg Travis was not only the king of quirky supporting roles, but also a silent warrior, steadfast amid the turmoil of Hollywood. Drew Powell as Private Kipper Tor. Andrew Drew Powell was born on January 19, 1976, in Noblesville, Indiana, and grew up in the nearby town of Lebanon. When he appeared in Starship Troopers 2, Hero of the Federation, 2004, he was 28 years old, still a young face trying to establish himself in Hollywood. In the film, Powell played Private Kipper Tor, a mobile infantry soldier trapped at the Hotel Delta 185 outpost in a brutal war zone against the Arachnids. His character became infected by a parasite and ultimately died in one of the film's most intense scenes. Drew Powell passed away on April 25, 2023, at the age of 47. The cause of death was suicide after a long battle with depression, a truth he had previously shared on social media, shocking his fans. Though gone too soon, Powell managed to leave behind an estimated net worth of about $1.5 million, mostly from long-term television contracts, supporting film roles, and lesser-known voiceover work. On screen, he often portrayed henchmen, assassins, or intimidating giants, but in real life, Drew Powell was a simple man, devoted to his family and loving to his wife and child. He met his wife, Veronica, a makeup artist, while filming The Ponderosa in Australia, where he played Hoss Cartwright. They married and had a son born in 2011. Beyond Gotham, Powell was also remembered by audiences for Malcolm in the Middle, where he played Cadet Drew, a comedic but meaningful character. Drew's story is not just about his career, but the journey of a quiet artist who battled his inner darkness every day, until the very end. Casper Van Dien as Johnny Rico. Casper Robert Van Dien Jr. was born on December 18, 1968, in Milton, Florida.
You are. I joined up to get out on my own, and you had to tag.
In 1997, at the age of 28, he transformed into Johnny Rico, the brave young soldier leading a desperate battle against alien creatures in the sci-fi epic Starship Troopers. The role not only launched him into the ranks of late 90s action stars, but also cemented his image as the quintessential American hero in a brutal interstellar war. By 2025, Casper Van Dien is 56 years old and still passionately committed to filmmaking. While he's no longer a box office headliner, he continues his career through numerous independent projects. One standout is Salvage Marines, 2022, a series in which he not only starred, but also served as executive producer. The project has been hailed as a spiritual successor to Starship Troopers, and Van Dien himself openly admitted that his character Samuel Hist bears the soul of Johnny Rico. With a career spanning nearly 3 decades, his net worth is estimated at around $7 million, largely from that iconic role, TV series, and endorsement deals from his prime years. His career momentum did slow after the glory days of Johnny Rico. For many years, he appeared in smaller projects like The Curse of King Tut's Tomb, 2006, and Mortal Kombat Legacy, 2013, often in guest or supporting roles. But that quieter period only highlighted Van Dien's persistence and warrior spirit, a man unwilling to abandon his passion just because the spotlight had dimmed. Off-screen, his personal life has had its share of twists and turns. He experienced 2 failed marriages. His first, to Carrie Mitchum, the granddaughter of screen legend Robert Mitchum, lasted 4 years and produced 2 children, including Grace Van Dien, now a rising star thanks to her role in Stranger Things. His second marriage, to actress Catherine Oxenberg, a woman of royal lineage, lasted 16 years. Their relationship brought him back to television with the reality show I Married a Princess, and they had 2 more daughters. But even the allure of Hollywood royalty couldn't save the marriage from growing emotional distances. Post-divorce, Van Dien went through a quiet and difficult chapter. At times, he nearly disappeared from major projects. However, in 2018, he married actress Jennifer Wenger, a partner who, though not widely known, brought him noticeable balance and peace. No longer chasing the limelight, Van Dien now chooses a quieter yet determined path, continuing to act, producing indie films, supporting his family, and helping his children enter the entertainment world. Recent roles in Mad Heidi, 2022, and Alita, Battle Angel, 2019, may not have catapulted him back into stardom, but they prove one thing: he never quit. For Casper Van Dien, being part of cinema history through Starship Troopers is a badge of honor and a source of quiet strength that propels him forward. Dina Meyer as Dizzy Flores. Dina Meyer was born on December 22, 1968 in Queens, New York, into a middle-class
Don't have what it takes to be a citizen.
Jewish family. In 1997, when she was 28 years old, Meyer captured the attention of audiences worldwide through her role as Dizzy Flores in the blockbuster Starship Troopers. In the film, Dizzy is a courageous female warrior, a passionate and bold high school friend of Johnny Rico, and a symbol of tragic sacrifice in the war between humanity and giant bugs. In 2025, at age 56, Dina Meyer continues to dedicate herself to the art of filmmaking, though most of her career has revolved around television and horror films rather than major blockbusters like in her early days. Recently, she reappeared at Emerald City Comic-Con alongside the Starship Troopers cast, a deeply emotional moment for longtime fans. While she may not have reached the peak of fame like some of her peers, Meyer has maintained her professionalism and respect within the industry. Her net worth is estimated at around $5 million, a fitting figure for over 3 decades of consistent work. Dina Meyer has kept her personal life almost completely shielded from the public eye. She has chosen a life without marriage or children, focusing instead on her career and connecting with fans through pop culture events. After Starship Troopers, Meyer made a strong impact with her role as Detective Allison Carey in the Saw series, a character who returned in 4 installments and became an icon of early 2000s horror cinema. She then went on to play Batgirl in Birds of Prey, 2002-03, solidifying her image as a fierce, tough presence on the small screen. Denise Richards as Carmen Ibanez. Denise Lee Richards was born on February 17, 1971, in
You're going to the Fleet Academy? That's where I want to go!
Downers Grove, Illinois. In 1997, when she was 26 years old, she became an icon of the science fiction genre through her role as Carmen Ibanez in Starship Troopers. Carmen is a beautiful, intelligent, and ambitious student who volunteers to join the federal fleet. The role not only catapulted Denise into the ranks of young Hollywood stars, but also portrayed a modern female pilot, bold, independent, and willing to sacrifice for the mission. In 2025, Denise Richards is 54 years old and still very active in the entertainment industry. She appears regularly in reality TV shows like The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, while also participating in films and producing digital content. Though her cinematic fame no longer shines as brightly as during her peak with Wild Things or The World Is Not Enough, where she played physicist Dr. Christmas Jones in the James Bond franchise, Denise has maintained a steady position and strong reputation in showbiz. Her net worth is estimated at around $12 million, largely from acting, reality television, and long-term endorsement deals. She is also a familiar face at charity events focused on animal welfare and mental health, where she uses her influence to raise funds and inspire others. In her personal life, Denise married actor Charlie Sheen in 2002 and had 2 daughters, Sam and Lola. The marriage ended in 2006 after many ups and downs, but throughout, she consistently maintained a calm and composed attitude. In 2011, Denise adopted a baby girl named Eloise, a deeply compassionate decision that revealed her loving and devoted side as a mother. She remarried Aaron Pfeifers in 2018, and the couple remains together to this day, living a private yet stable life. Denise has also revealed that she has a thyroid-related condition, which she has managed well through diet and a healthy lifestyle. Though once typecast in roles as the seductive beauty, Denise Richards has proven herself to be a resilient artist, a strong mother, and a timeless beauty untouched by the passage of time. Neil Patrick Harris as Carl Jenkins. Neil Patrick Harris was born on June 15, 1973, in Albuquerque, New
Your basic arachnid warrior isn't too smart, but you can blow off a limb.
New Mexico. When he took on the role of Carl Jenkins in Starship Troopers, 1997, Neil was just 24 years old, but already a familiar face to American TV audiences following his success in Doogie Howser, MD. In this blockbuster sci-fi film, Neil played a psychic prodigy serving in the Federal Military Intelligence, Johnny Rico's best friend, who is cold, calculating, and assigned high-level strategic missions in the war against the alien bugs. The image of Carl Jenkins in his authoritative black uniform marked a new turning point in Neil's career. As of 2025, Neil Patrick Harris is 52 years old and remains at the top of his game in the entertainment world. He continues to impress with a series of unfortunate events on Netflix and is a highly sought-after host for major award shows like the Tonys and the Oscars. Beyond acting, Neil is also a best-selling children's book author and the owner of a multimedia entertainment brand. His net worth is estimated at around $50 million, reflecting his versatility and remarkable staying power in show business. Neil Patrick Harris's personal life is also a source of inspiration for the LGBTQ+ community. He publicly came out as gay in 2006 and legally married his longtime partner, David Burtka, in 2014. The couple has adorable twin children, Harper and Gideon, born via surrogacy. Their family frequently appears in campaigns promoting equality, parenting rights, and same-sex marriage. Not only talented but also genuinely happy, Neil Patrick Harris has shown that Hollywood still has room for wholesome success stories, where intelligence, charm, and loyalty can thrive together. And though he once played the icy Carl Jenkins in Starship Troopers, in real life, Neil remains a warm and truly inspiring role model. Jake Busey as Ace Levy. Jake Busey, full name William Jacob Busey, was born on June 15, 1970.
I heard just a little bit more, buddy. Oh, yeah!
71 in Los Angeles, California. As the son of veteran actor Gary
What are you talking about?
Busey, Jake grew up under the lights of Hollywood. But it wasn't until 1997, when he was 26 years old, that he truly made a lasting impression with his role as Ace Levy in Starship Troopers. In this satirical science fiction film, Jake portrayed a mercenary soldier in the mobile infantry, Johnny Rico's loyal best friend, standing out with his sarcastic lines and energetic performance in intense battle scenes. As of 2025, Jake Busey is 53 years old and continues to work steadily in the entertainment industry. While he's no longer a top-billed name, he remains a familiar face in television series and independent films. Following his role as the sinister reporter Bruce in Stranger Things Season 3, Jake took on another supporting role in the 2025 series Dexter, Resurrection. Though he's not an A-list star, he has maintained a stable career, balancing acting with voice work in video games such as Spec Ops, The Line, and XCOM 2. Jake's net worth in 2025 is estimated at around $3 million, a modest figure that reflects his perseverance and steady commitment over nearly 4 decades in the arts. Jake Busey keeps his personal life relatively private. He has a daughter named Autumn with his longtime girlfriend April Hutchinson, and he continues to maintain a positive relationship with fans. While filming Starship Troopers, he experienced a memorable accident, suffering heat stroke in 120-degree desert temperatures, which forced the production to pause for a week. Jake has spoken openly about the pressure of being Gary Busey's son and his journey to find his own identity in the glitzy world of Hollywood. From The Frighteners to Tomcats, and From Dusk Till Dawn. The series, he has always played supporting roles, but has never betrayed the craft. He is the definition of a resilient actor, like stardust in the galaxy, never fading away. Clancy Brown as Sergeant Zim. Jake Busey, full name William Jacob Busey, was born on June 15, 1971 in Los Angeles, California. When he played Ace Levy in the sci-fi blockbuster
Do you think I'm funny? Do I make you laugh? Do you think I'm a comedian, son?
Starship Troopers, 1997, he was only 26 years old. In the
Had to happen to me. What a bunch of apes. No, strike that! You don't rate that!
film, Jake portrayed a bold and sharp-tongued soldier in the mobile infantry, fighting side by side with Johnny Rico in brutal battles against alien bugs. His role not only added action, but also helped diffuse tension with signature sarcasm and wit. In 2025, Jake Busey is 53 years old and still holding strong in the entertainment world, even if he is no longer a primary name on movie posters. He continues to appear in notable TV shows like Stranger Things, as journalist Bruce in Season 3, and more recently, Dexter, Resurrection. In addition, he has explored voice acting in games such as Spec Ops, The Line, and XCOM 2, War of the Chosen. Though he has faced many ups and downs in his career, Jake has never left the screen. His net worth in 2025 is estimated at about $3 million, mostly from projects like The Frighteners, Starship Troopers, and steady television work. Off-screen, Jake Busey lives a quiet life. He has a daughter named Autumn with his longtime girlfriend, April Hutchinson. While filming Starship Troopers, Jake nearly collapsed from heat exhaustion in 120-degree desert heat, an incident that caused the production to pause for a week. From the villainous Johnny Bartlett in The Frighteners, 1996, to Professor Aidan Tanner in From Dusk Till Dawn, the series, 2014 to 2016, he has always brought a unique tone to his roles, rebellious yet thoughtful. Jake Busey is a true example of an ever-evolving actor.
Face an enemy more devastating than any ever imagined.
Even though some of them are no longer with us, the images of the brave warriors in Starship Troopers live on in the hearts of fans. They left behind an unforgettable mark in cinematic history. So, which moment touched you the most while watching the film? Share your thoughts and join us in honoring their legacy in the comments below.